It's not often that we get to discuss positive things that look to regain lost ground or to repel the anti-gunners legally. And this is going to be a good one. Welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. And today, we've got a huge update that could mean even stronger protections for the firearms industry. A new bill was introduced by Utah Senator Mike Lee. Mike Lee is on top of it, guys. He is one of the best when it comes to the Second Amendment, as well as Representative Harriet Hageman from West Virginia in the House of Representatives. And this could close legal loopholes that have been exploited by anti-gun activists over the last few years to sue firearm manufacturers out of existence. And we're breaking it all down for you, so stick around. But before we get into it, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button down below. The red bar, it's free, doesn't cost you anything. Turn on all the notifications while you're there so that you never miss an update on your Second Amendment rights. And a huge, huge thank you to our sponsor, Blackout Coffee. If you love freedom and bold American-made coffee, check us out using the link in the description. And we're having our Valentine's Day sale right now, and you can save big time on our flavored coffees. There's a ton to choose from. And if you buy one bag of flavored coffee, you get the second bag of flavored coffee half off. Just add multiples of 2 to your cart and then use code Valentine50 at checkout to save huge on fresh roasted freedom seeds. Guys, if you're not sure how we operate at Blackout Coffee, your order is shipped within 3 days of us roasting it. It doesn't get any fresher than that. blackoutcoffee.com/GNG. All right, let's get into this. The Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act, otherwise known as the PLCAA, was originally passed back in 2005, and it protected gun manufacturers and dealers from abusive lawsuits, meaning, a bad guy does something with a Glock in his hand. It's not Glock's fault, it's the bad guy's fault. These suits, they aim to blame the firearm manufacturer for crimes committed with their legally sold products. And it was a game changer in defending the industry in '05 and ultimately the Second Amendment itself. But here's the problem. Anti-gun states like New York, New Jersey, California, and Illinois have been working around the PLCAA by using what they call public nuisance laws. And they use these laws to target gun makers and retailers. And they've been successful at the state level. These blue states are basically trying to bankrupt the industry through endless litigation, forcing companies to spend millions of dollars defending themselves from politically motivated lawsuits. That's where Senator-based Mike Lee comes in and Representative Harriet Hageman. They've introduced the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act, Jurisdiction Act. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but here's why it matters. This bill would actually allow firearm manufacturers and dealers to move these bogus lawsuits from these hostile state courts to federal courts in their district, where they stand a much fairer chance of being dismissed on the PLCAA grounds. And right now, these anti-gun lawsuits are strategically filed in state courts where they know they will get an anti-gun judge. It's called forum shopping, and it's a dirty trick used to undermine the Second Amendment. And this bill would put an end to that by ensuring that these cases can be moved to federal court where the PLCAA's protections actually have some teeth and some respect. Now, Senator Lee put it best when he said, quote, "We cannot allow law-abiding Americans to lose their Second Amendment rights through unjust attacks on those who legally made and sell firearms." And he's right. These lawsuits aren't just targeting gun manufacturers, guys. They're an attack on you and me and our right to own and purchase firearms. Representative Hageman echoed that, saying, quote, "Anti-Second Amendment activists have long used lawfare as a weapon to attack our constitutional rights." And that's exactly what it is, y'all. It's lawfare. Now, they know they can't ban guns outright, so they're trying to bankrupt the industry instead, one manufacturer at a time. In fact, I did a video probably 2 months ago where a bunch of states, bunch of anti-gun attorneys general were going to band together and go after Glock, try to sue them out of business. Now, the bill's already gaining traction with strong support from senators like Josh Hawley, Ted Budd, Rick Scott, Bill Cassidy, and Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee, all of whom understand the importance of preserving our Second Amendment rights. So what happens now, you say? This bill still needs to make its way through Congress. It'll probably do that, but the Senate is the tricky part. You can bet the anti-gun lobby is going to fight it every step of the way. And that's why it's critical that you all stay informed and active. Contact our representatives and tell them to support the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act Jurisdiction Act. We cannot allow politically motivated lawsuits to dismantle our gun rights, y'all. It's been happening for years, and it has to stop. My prediction here is that this bill will have to be attached to something like a must-pass budget bill in order to get through. Remember, we still need 60 votes in the Senate to invoke cloture to get over what's going to come, the filibuster, on anything Pro 2A. All right, guys and gals, that's it for today. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Guns and Gadgets so that you never miss an update on our rights. And a huge shout out to Blackout Coffee for supporting the channel and supporting the Second Amendment. If you want a coffee company that stands up for freedom, then check us out using the link down below. And don't forget about our Valentine's Day sale. Thanks for watching. Stay armed, stay informed, and as always, stay free. God bless America. Take care.